If you would all stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you all for attending. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the September 23rd, 2024 meeting. I believe Andrew sent them out to everybody. Unless you have questions or comments, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion on that? Andrew, you call roll, please.
Okay, motion on the floor to approve the September 23rd, 2024 meeting minutes. Dick?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes.
Tyson?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Bryan?
Yes.
All right, motion carried, minutes approved.
All right, item 2 is the site development plan review for 701 Brunicardi Way. We're also going to ask for a parking variance as well on that. The required spaces that he needs, that are required, he doesn't feel he needs, so we're going to discuss that as well. So this time, Andrew, I'll turn it over to you and you can discuss.
Docs Diesel is looking at building a 47,792 square foot building up off of Brunicardi Way. This would be the very west end of the industrial park we have up there. As you can see, they got a rough layout, driveway, parking, building, and then they have 15 acres, so allow them plenty of expansion down the road. Proposed truck docks on the east side of the building, and then they're proposing their stormwater retention in the back corner, and then this will outlet down to Swanson Drive. So, notices were sent out, 250-foot radius. I did not hear any comments back. Bryan, you had several concerns. Do you want to address those?
Yeah, we were given the plans from Bell Engineering, and I've been going back and forth with the design engineer. Like I said, zoning wise, I have no issues. Everything complies except the parking spaces. As far as the site plan, it was just a couple of questions or comments regarding stormwater runoff and basically during the construction phase. You know, there's certain rules they have to abide by. Planning Commission had passed new planning commission rules, and then the city council also passed new stormwater retention rules, which basically mimic how EPA has. So it's something a little different that the engineer and the construction company wasn't used to dealing with, so we're making sure that we get those addressed. But I have no issues at all with their plans, and they're working towards making a couple changes that I need. We were not submitted a landscape plan yet, but I'm okay with that, because typically if we do approve this development plan, this planning commission does, I'll ask that you allow for the final construction drawings and landscape plan to be approved internally from our office in the city arborist, and that's typically what we do. But I have no concerns at all with the development plan. In fact, they actually started today putting the stormwater outlet in. With rain coming the next 2 weeks, I thought it would be good to let them start and get that going. So if you see some dirt moving out there, yes, it is happening already, but what they're doing is kind of inconsequential to this meeting here. So, but I have no issues with anything except the parking.
I will note out utility-wise, water and sanitaries, sewer's already existing out there. Bryan mentioned that storm sewer outlet is getting installed today. The electric service, what they have noted on the plan here has changed. BMU met with the electrician on site, and that got rerouted to, it's going to be a pole transformer now no. Okay, well, it's getting rerouted to the west side of the building, correct?
No.
Okay, it's changed again.
We talked to Sean Owens, and we came up with
where they want the existing transformer, we're gonna feed it, but we had to go to a different pole,
Okay.
because we had a riser already on one pole for the, across the road, so we wanted to have a different location where the riser was gonna go. I sent a updated drawing. Did you not get it?
I'll have to double check. I do have one here, but I'm not sure.
We're good though, electrically we're good.
Okay.
Okay, as far as water communications, any issues at all?
No, John talked to the company about the fire line, the service line, so it's all good. I don't know anything about the communications. So.
Okay, yeah, correct. Okay,
I believe Owens was gonna throw in a duct conduit to the building for communication, but I heard you say that.
okay. Okay,
I don't know what communications, but some communications.
right, yeah, okay. Well, like I noted, as far as the parking goes, they are warehousing, they're required to have 60 spaces on the plan. They're only providing 37, but there is ample room. So if you look at the drawing there, the parking out front is the darker gray area. They can come down and to the left and add more parking, which will be for the future phases. But like I said, right now it's warehousing and he's got some automation going on, so it's not your typical number of employees that you would have for like a true industrial facility if it was a manufacturing or whatnot. So personally, I have no issue granting the parking variance at all. There's no reason to have 60 spaces there if he's only going to use 16 of them right now. So, and there is ample room for future parking when he does do the next phases as well. And obviously, as he extends the building, if it becomes to be 1,200 feet long, he's going to put some parking in the back also, because they're not going to want to walk in the front door and go all the way back. So, but we'll address that internally in the next few years when the next phases come up. Mr. Eschoven, do you have any questions? You're our lone member here.
Lone member. Okay. Just making sure, Brian, that I've got a couple maps, I think, of drainage. So I'm on the west side and the south side,
Yep.
on both sides.
And you completely retiled your field and ran a new outlet to the Page
On
Street
the
ditch.
south side. Now, the
Correct.
north side up above here was done before I purchased it. And I
Okay.
think that outlet is going out to the road and then down to the catch basin. It's across from the trailer park. So I don't know how far your sanitary is going.
Sanitary goes to the west edge of the trailer park pretty much.
Okay.
It touches your 20 acres that you own there.
Correct.
That last farm, it stops right there.
Okay, all
Correct.
right.
He
So that
does
was
have,
just my concern was to make sure everything's maintained that way.
on your farm to the west, not necessarily the one to the south. The one to the south should be sufficient.
Sufficient,
Yeah,
correct.
and we did run 2020, we ran a new outlet when we extended Swanson Way, did that last street there. We did run a new 12-inch tile outlet up to pick up, and we knew that was a mess up there anyway,
Yep.
so we got that resolved. And that's where they're hooking their storm outlet into as well. If you drive out there, I think,
Yep.
Stacy talked to you this morning, I think, or last
Yeah,
week.
it was yesterday or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
Steve,
whenever.
actually.
So,
Yeah.
so that outlet will be in. There are provisions on the west side of this property. He is gonna create a drainage swale, so any water that you did have runoff
Yep.
will get picked up in a swale and will continue south and east.
Okay.
And so he's not gonna obstruct any drainage that you have.
Yep.
And if they find any tile, they're supposed to let us know and repair it, reroute it.
There's probably one in the bottom of that area.
Okay.
That was hooked into mine system, so they'll probably cut that off and hook it in.
On the new outlet that we're putting in now.
Right.
Okay. I was out there 2 hours ago. He did hit something 200 feet west of the corner there maybe.
Okay.
And he said it was jam-packed clear full of mud, so, but he was gonna clean it and plug it just in
Yep.
case, so.
Yep.
But yeah, there are provisions to protect your property on the
Yep.
west, so the water will still continue to get away.
Yep.
So, which I
That's-
think,
All I needed.
okay. Perfect. Are there any other questions or comments from anybody? Andrew, if you have anything else you need to add, I'm excited to have this. It's 15-acre lot, and his 5-year plan that we presented to city council when he was purchasing this lot is fairly aggressive. So I'm excited to have this in town, and should be good for us. We can have job creation and sell some electricity, and should be good for the community. But I don't know if anybody else has any questions or not. Well, the first thing we'll need to address is the parking variance. If we want to grant him relief and allow only 37 spaces to be installed of the 60 required. That'll be the first thing we need to discuss. So unless anybody has any issues, I will entertain a motion either to approve or deny that.
I'll make a motion that we approve the parking variance.
The 37?
Yeah, from 60 to 37.
Yep.
Correct.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion on that? Andrew, can you call roll, please?
Motion on the floor to approve a parking lot variance from 60 spaces down to 37 spaces. Dick?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes.
Tyson?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Bryan?
Yes.
All right, motion carried, variance approved.
All right, then regarding the site development plan, there were no other variances that were necessary. Again, Andrew has double checked, there's no setback issues, anything like that, everything conforms. So if you have no issues, I will either entertain a motion to approve or deny, and if you do approve it, I would ask that you allow for final construction plan review and landscaping plan to be approved through the engineer's office.
Make a motion.
Thank you, Jack. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? That was Rob that seconded that. Andrew, call roll when you're ready.
All right, motion on the floor to approve the site development plan with the final construction and landscape plan approved through the engineer's office. Jack?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes.
Tyson?
Yes.
Bryan?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
All right, motion carried, site development plan review approved.
All right, with that, I have nothing else on the agenda. Andrew, do you have anything to add?
No, I do not.
Okay, I didn't think we had anything planned yet for December, so might be the last meeting for the year, so. Guess with that, I'll.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, yes. With that, I'll entertain a
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Rob. Is there a second?
Yes. I'll second.
Andrew, do you want to call roll on that?
Motion to adjourn, Rob?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes.
Tyson?
Yes.
Bryan?
Yep.
Jack?
Yes.
All right, motion carried, meeting adjourned.
Thank you.